Hey everybody, it's a Black Manga Critic. My mic is not muted now, so don't worry about that. If you're like at the first like 2 seconds you didn't hear my voice, that's just because I turned on the microphone. So we're good. But part two of the Solanin Read-A-Thon is upon us. All right, now I've been waiting to come back to this manga for a while now. It's been a while since I got back to Solanin. But I'm back to it. I'm really excited about that. Because when I left off, I really praised this manga. I still think it's fantastic. Everything that I read, I thought was great. Just the use of certain um, metaphors in terms of like the art, panel placement, um, what certain things meant, the way things were phrased. I thought just really, really beautiful stuff by Inio Asano, like just really beautiful stuff. So I'm really happy to come back to this. I don't know if I'm gonna finish it in this stream, but something tells me I'll get close, right? Because I have like to wait for a delivery that's gonna be here at 7, so I got to make sure that like I'm available for that window. Again, my fiance is recovering from a surgery, so I just got to make sure that like I'm on things and I'm not like and these streams and like the YouTube and stuff and everything like that doesn't get in the way of that. You know what I mean? But Solanin, Solanin. Let's get into it. All right, let's get into it. If you have not read Solanin yet, check it out. Look, it is just a single volume. Like you can get a single volume. I think they're sold in like separate volumes, but you can get like a single volume. I think this costs like $16 maybe, and it's just like it's a beautiful, beautiful story. It's really wonderful. Just about this girl. What's her name again? Mako. Inoue, who's just like just kind of dealing with life stuff. You know what I mean? Kind of as an adult, and is trying to figure like some things out. Who does she want to be? Where does she want to go? Who does she want to be with? You know what I mean? All these little things that I think a lot of us adults go through every single day. So it's really kind of just like, I wouldn't even call it slice of life, because I think slice of life is a little too like light of a sort of label for this. I think it's much more than that. But I mean, other people might think that slice of life is not such a like light label, because for me, a lot of the slice of life stuff that I've read has been like shonen, and some shoujo, so a lot of that. But check it out if you haven't checked it out. If you have not checked out Solanin, please do. Please support Inio Asano. He's got great stuff. I really want to get back to Oyasumi Punpun as well. That's another great title. I only read maybe like 10 chapters of that, and I was like, wow, this is really, really good. But I just like have been focused on other titles in terms of reading and stuff like that. But I should really, I want to get this done. I really want to read the rest of it because I think it's phenomenal. And I want to get back to Oyasumi Punpun because I think that's also pretty phenomenal. And they're both by the same author, Inio Asano. He's written both Solanin and Oyasumi Punpun. And other titles as well. But I think those two are probably his most famous works. So let's get into it, y'all. Let's get into it. All right. And shouts out to Sombra for coming through to the chat. Thank you for that, man. Even if you haven't read the manga, I think for me, like, it's great to like do this stuff so that if people feel like, they want to read a manga that's like maybe more obscure or somewhat, whatever, they can live react to that. Like, because there are people out there, right? It's not just this YouTube community that might necessarily have to worry about in terms of readership and everything like that. There are other people out there who might not be like a huge part of this particular community, but like they're manga fans. You know what I mean? Like, so in some ways they are, but they just might not be as like vocal or loud or intense in terms of like being a part of it in a in a sort of visual kind of way, right? So let's get into it. Solanin. All right. Last we left off, Mako and Tanada and everyone were basically they had a chance for like a sort of record deal, but it was really kind of shady. Didn't vibe with what they were trying to do. Mako was just like, no, Right? She was like that even before everyone else said no, because everyone else was like, oh no. She was like, no. And she just knew. So I think it's just really great that we kind of left off on there and they were celebrating that they kind of made that decision. And there were so many great parts in that part. So let's move on. Let's move on. All right. Let's move on. Ah, yikes. Yow. Hey now, you're an adult. Don't walk around naked. Did our gas get cut off? Oh, we might not have paid the bill this month. I felt like I was training under a waterfall for a second there. Like it's all my fault. The only saving grace is that for some reason Tanada remains unconcerned. Okay, so this is part 12, number 12, or maybe that's no. I think it's part 12, I believe. We didn't get any other responses to this demo CDs that Tanada's band sent out. In no time, August was gone. Now past its peak, summer was slowly taking on hints of autumn. It's been 2.5 months since I quit my job, the most unproductive period of my life. Without a job, there's no definition to my life. I don't even feel like bothering to pay for utilities. This lazy happiness feels good, but sometimes I remember that I'm not contributing anything to society. And I feel like I'm not part of the world like part of the world, like a corpse. It really scares me, especially at night. It's funny. Didn't I quit my job because I was sick of being one of the living dead? I wonder if the demon that whispered, "Why not be free?" was freedom itself. Man, life is so difficult. Hmm. That's really interesting. That like what just happened there in that panel? Like, what if the demon that whispered "Why not be free" was freedom itself? Like this. Oh, come on, y'all. Something in with the heat, man. Mm. Everyone's always talking about Tokyo, but that's Kanagawa on the other bank, isn't it? Makes you wonder where this river really is. You know, this is the first time I've been on a boat like this. Feels weird traveling backwards. Doesn't the wind feel good? I feel like we could go on forever. Mako's just thinking, Mako, huh? Let's break up. Where did that come from? No, I don't want to. You want to go back to you want to go back home with me and work for my dad then? I know you don't want to leave Tokyo, Mako. You're going back to Fukuoka? Uh, I'm thinking about it. But what about the band? I already told you, I'm breaking up the band. But that's not like you, Tanada. What is like me? What should I do? Everything you say and do just puts more pressure on me. You don't know what to do, so you just do nothing and force everything on me. Whoa. Oh. Long. I I think she fell into the water trying to catch his glasses and hat. Liar, liar. You said you take care of things. You said that we'd always be together. Those words are important. Don't say them if you don't mean them. Jerk. Mako, I'm sorry. You're a jerk. I am a jerk. And then they both fell into the water. I'm sorry, Tanada. Tanada, I want to take a bath. We still don't have hot water. I'm an even bigger jerk. Ooh, she's just showering in this cold, cold water. Oh boy. Tanada's just sitting on the floor thinking, huh? Tanada? What are you doing? Nothing. Just writing in my diary. Never mind, Mako. Come here. Oh, okay. So they about to do the thing or make out, whichever. What are you up to? Nothing. I'm just going out for a walk. You'll be right back? Yeah. That's what he said as he walked out. But he never came back. Ooh. Oh my goodness. Oh, come on, bruh. I mean, that's a no-no. That's just like and it really is like that's very much like a dude thing to do, to just like leave and never come back. But it's not like as if like sometimes when people use that, like play that off as like a joke, when in actuality that's like a very serious like thing that happens with families, people in relationships, stuff like that, for different reasons, you know. So like for me, that was like, man, I mean, dude never came back, yo. It's been 5 days since Tanada went out for a walk. His cell phone broke when he fell in the river, so I can't call him. This has never happened before, but I wasn't really worried. I wonder why. Then I caught a cold. While I was sick, I dreamed that Tanada was back, acting the same way as always, and I acted the same way as always, not realizing it was a dream. Oh, has this room always been so big? Part 13. Package from Mr. Tanada. Who wrote Solanin? You know, I've never really listened to their song. Misunderstandings are beyond the sky. Is life just full of goodbyes? We caught a glimpse of our future, but it's time for goodbye. If I had done this then, if I could return to then, but I can't become the boy I was. In that little room where I used to live, a stranger now resides. The awful words you said, all those wasted days. A lukewarm can of coffee on that cold winter's day. The long rainbow-colored scarf like a trail of memories. Chase me down the alleys and I cannot get away. Suppose a tepid happiness were to linger on in the darkness. So what's repeated? This is like a refrain. There's like a refrain, like if I had done this then, if I could return to then, but I can't become the boy I was. Like that's sort of like a repeat. That's something that's repeated in between like that's kind of like the chorus, I guess, of like this song. Suppose our tepid happiness were to linger on in the darkness of our hearts. An evil seed would sprout, and it's time for goodbye. If I had done this then, if I could return to then, but I can't become the boy I was. Goodbye. It's all right. Be well wherever you are. I too will survive. It's all right. So goodbye. Tanada, this is a breakup song, isn't it? Ooh. Oh my goodness, man. What is that? That's like an extra version of a Post-it. You know what I mean? Like if any of y'all have ever watched Sex in the City, there's like one of the like sort of jokes from that show is man, I forgot who it was. Maybe it was like someone Burger. And Burger is like a character, like he's kind of called Burger, like that's his last name. But like basically he's dating Carrie, this protagonist of Sex and the City, is dating him, and their relationship's not really working out in a way that like it could have or whatever. And they're different, like they're both writers, but they're both kind of different, and so like it doesn't work out. And Burger and Carrie's really trying because I think she really likes him. But he's just like not trying. He's very kind of like annoying at times. And he just breaks up with Carrie by leaving a Post-it in her apartment. And like, it's just this running joke. Like, it's so ridiculous. Like, he broke up with a Post-it. Like, it's so funny. Like, I remember seeing it and the way that she talked about it was so funny, and the way that like her friends just flamed him for it was hilarious because he deserved to be flamed. I'm like, who breaks up with somebody by using a Post-it? That's like breaking up with somebody via like text or something. You know what I mean? Like, who does that? Scumbags do that. So like this is like such an extra way of like breaking up with somebody. I'm gonna record this song, send it to my own apartment, knowing that I'm going to leave the apartment and never come back, to my girlfriend and have her listen to the song and realize that it's a breakup song. Like, bruh, that's so extra and horrible. It's so horrible. So bad. I think like Solanin is kind of referring to the song that they made, or like their group. I think their group is called Solanin. So like Solanin is like it kind of represents a whole bunch of different things. But I think generally that name comes from like the band that they formed in the manga. But I should be more sure about that, but I'm not sure. But I know that the album has like the name of their band on the album, so I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Yeah. What's up, John Boy? Oh, the potato with the the potatoes, like when you leave them for too long, they start sprouting like little like roots. It's kind of gross. It looks kind of gross, especially if you like put it in water. Like if you put a potato in water and you just let it sit there, like the bottom half of a potato, and you just let it sit there, it'll start like the roots will start growing downwards. It's actually pretty cool. Like if like I did that for like a science project or whatever, like when I was in like elementary school or whatever, or primary school, as some people might like think of it. Mako, something terrible is happening to the veggies in your kitchen. The potatoes have turned into goblins. Quiet, you two. How could he have disappeared at a time like this? Mako, you have to eat something or you'll die. Maybe he was planning to leave me. Mako, you have to eat something. What? No way. And leave all his stuff? Anyway, doesn't he have somewhere else? He doesn't have anywhere else to go, right? These last 5 days, I've had this strange sense of relief. How can you say that? How can you break up after all this time? That means he just walked out on you. Doesn't that make you sad? But I wouldn't blame him for abandoning me. All I've done these past few months is cause him pain. Right before I started thinking about quitting my job, I saw what our future would be like. It wasn't bad. It didn't horrify me, but I couldn't trust myself to that future. Every day was so scary. I knew we'd get stuck in it. I knew we'd both leave things unfinished, and I wanted to make sure that didn't happen. I tried to change things for the good, but it was like I was running in a dream, unable to move forward. That was when a little gap began to grow between our hearts. I didn't know what to do anymore. In good ways and bad, Tanada was like air to me. If he ever disappeared from my life, the very thought, it hurt so much. I was supposed to be in love with him. I wanted to stay with him forever. But actually, somewhere in my heart, I wanted to escape my life with Tanada so that I could find peace. Well, no matter how well two people get along, sometimes even a tiny splinter can turn into a fatal wound. Mako, consider the odds that you and Tanada would even meet. And what about the odds that you would be together for so long? Love is a miracle you create yourselves. Don't give up until the very end. Okay. Mako, you need to get some rest. I'm going to stay with you tonight. Tanada appeared in my dreams again that night. He was just the same as always. And again, I didn't know it was a dream. Hey, what have you been up to? Don't you know how worried we all were? Don't you? Me? Oh, listen. Mako just woke up. It's been a while, Mako. How have you been? Tanada? Why didn't you call? Where are you? What are you doing? Hey, I can't answer that many questions at once. Anyway, I finally bought a new cell phone. It's been a rough few days. I've been staying at the office and I've barely gotten any sleep. The office? You know, the design agency I quit. I know told to the boss and begged him for my job back. Luckily, they're gonna take me on full time starting next week. I guess it was worth it. If this were a comic book, I'd say in the next issue, our hero becomes a functioning member of society. Tanada, you're going back to work? Yeah, but I'm going to continue the band, even though I'm working full time. Mako, I honestly thought that I was going to change the world with my music. I thought I'd face down an obstacle in order to reach my goals. But now I realize that I didn't really want to become a musician. I just wanted to play in the band with the guys and you, Mako. That's all I really want. Mako, let's find our happiness. Kanada, huh? I want you here. Hurry home, okay? Okay. Mako, will you call me by my first name? Noro. That gave me an erection. Hey, this guy's ridiculous. Silly. You won't mention breaking up again, will you? Haha. I won't. Oh, and one more thing, Mako. I love low battery, powering off. I guess I'll go home. I'm happy. Really? Yes, really. Really? Now he's just bursting into tears, crying. Oh no. There's a helmet that flew off. Please. Oh god. Oh no. Oh no. Oh boy. Okay. Calm down. He might be okay. But this is like one of those things, you know what I mean? This is like that, like comic, like, you know, metaphor, symbolism, whatever you want to call it. You know what I mean? Like, ooh, this is like heavy foreshadowing, you know? Wake up. Come on, it's morning. Get up. What's got you so fired up all of a sudden? What happened to your cold? I've revived. She's been like this ever since he found out Tanada was coming home. Ugh, how annoying. Actually, the laundry's all piled up. Wow, yeah, he got hit by a car. Whoa. The sky's so blue today. Oh, that's blood coming out of his head, bruh. Oh my goodness. Tanada, what are you doing? Oh, so that's kind of what happens when you like ditch your girlfriend for like almost a week without saying anything. Like, dude, if you're alive, like if you're alive after this, no, you know, whatever, man. I mean, right? And he never came back, right? It didn't say that like he never called or he never contacted her or anything like that necessarily. It just said, yeah. Let me go back to that. Right, but he never came back. Right, it's been 5. Yeah, okay, that's really I like that a lot. So he's probably dead. He's probably gonna die. Oh boy. The year is 2000 and whatever. The world has been enveloped in the flames of nuclear war. Oh, oh, oh. Kaboom. Okay, I got it. I cleared the 4th level. Hey, Tanada, I'm getting bored watching you play this game. That's not really what happened. It's another peaceful day in Japan. Uh-oh, I better get going to the studio. Part 15. No Messiah has appeared to save an Earth devastated by radiation. We're not living in some futuristic colony. There are no flying cars. If we're lucky, we avoid disasters and terrorist attacks, living a quieter future than we once dreamed of. This is the 21st century. This is reality. So what do you think of it? Hey, Tanada, they said we'd better wrap it up or they'll charge us extra. Good job, everybody. Hey, what's up, Mako? Tomorrow's a farewell concert. How are you guys doing? Well, we've been plodding along for 3 years now, so we shouldn't have a problem. We just need Tanada to write some lyrics for our new song. Man, graduation is finally here. Kato, don't you have to stay another year? We're all just getting part-time jobs, but you're gonna be working your butt off in some office downtown come April. You've already started training, right? So how's it going? It is so boring. Mako, are you really going to work in that office? What? Wait a minute. What are you talking about? Of course I am. And I'm signing a lease for that apartment. Yeah, but well, you're about to start a job you're totally uninterested in, right? There's no way you were born to just pour tea and wait on clients. No matter how tight the job market is, I wouldn't want to rush into something like that. You jerk. Why are you saying this now? You're my boyfriend. You should be telling me good luck. Stop trying to put yourself in my shoes. I'm walking home alone. But Mako, isn't it boring to live such a predictable future? Somewhere in my heart, I still think I can do something great. I started playing the guitar in high school. Excuse me. I made some great friends in college. We'll do some independent releases first, then one day we'll make a major debut. And our first CD will have steady sales, and our second will set the world on fire. And we'll play to a sold out crowd at the Budokan Arena. When our last song ends, I'll keep twanging that A major 7 chord on my Mustang, then pump my right fist high in the air. Reality is a lonely, delusional concert in my tiny apartment. Maybe I'm just not talented enough. I better hurry up and write those lyrics. Not a love song. Nobody cares what I think about love. I want something more anti-establishment. But what does that mean anyway? Japan today. You can flip it the bird and you still get nowhere. You sound weird muttering to yourself like that, Tanada. Hey now, here's your stuff from Mako. She asked me to bring it over. Haven't you guys heard of the door? So Mako's finally moving. Are things gonna be okay with you two? What do you mean? You guys had another fight today, didn't you? I guess when you've been together for 4 years, it's bound to happen. Be careful of seasonal mood swings and stuff. You know, you're no good without Mako. I know what's really important in life. Yo, it's been a while. It's been a while, guys. Yo, University Music Club farewell concert. What? You're drinking before the concert even starts? You guys haven't changed at all, have you? What about you guys? What's with the lame haircut? You'll stick out like a sore thumb. Well, I'm starting a sales job this spring. And what are you doing after graduation, Tanada? Who knows? I'll probably just stay on my part-time job. Really? Well, that might be nice. Put off adulthood a little longer. Whoa, don't condescend to me like that, okay? You dye your bleached hair black and get a job, and suddenly you're all grown up. Or maybe you've got an adult switch somewhere on your body. Sorry, Tanada's been possessed. Tanada, we're 22. You shouldn't let something like this upset you. We'll let you go first so you can see our hot performance. Warm up the crowd first, okay? Who wants to hear you jerks play? Wait a minute. Does anyone want to hear our performance? Probably not. Hey, you guys, here's some goodies for you. Who don't want to play my music for? I'm just yawning a lot. I'm sorry, guys. It's got to stretch. Well, Tanada's a little... Oh, that reminds me. I saw Mako slip into the auditorium a while ago. Tanada, I heard you guys had another fight, but making her feel like she has to sneak into the concert. Is it Mako? Don't be so stubborn. Hurry and make up with her. Ugh, what a pain. I can't even be honest with the person I'm closest to. What am I doing? Talking about music? About expressing myself? Is this all I'm good for? Man. Hey, Tanada, say something, will ya? Huh? Oh, yeah. This is our last song. I mean, it's our last song as students. I wrote it just for today. I hope you, I'm telling you to listen. And then they start playing. Oh, I forgot the lyrics. Tanada, Ah, well, I don't need lyrics. I'll just tell you everything. Listen up. I can tell you something really messed up. When a plane plows into a building, when war erupts, there's an awful part of me that feels bad, but kind of excited. I see no light or hope of hope in our future. It won't be dramatic, just one boring day after the other. I'll never become an adult who acts satisfied with a tepid happiness. Everybody, congratulations on graduating from humanity. But oh, do you do that, the like guitar smash thing? I hope not. Oh, good. Need a little more time to find an answer. No matter how hard it is, even if it takes me to the ends of the earth, I'll walk my own path. Tanada, you said some really heavy duty things. Yep, that's right. I laid it on thick. So why do you sound defeated? That must have felt good. You got it all out. Everything you were thinking, right? Yeah. But there's one thing I couldn't say. What? I love you. Yeah, I know. You know what? I've decided to stay in the area. I found the biggest apartment I could afford. Oh yeah? The future's still vague and uncertain, but the warm sunshine in her very existence feels strangely pleasant. When I get home, maybe I'll write a love song. For some reason, I suddenly remember what happened a year and a half ago. So much time has gone by since that day. So much has happened, and yet not really. Is this what life is like? The love song I wrote that day. I got embarrassed and never sang it for her. Oh, yeah. I'll sing it to her when I get home. I'll go home. I'll hurry home. Part 16. No, you're kidding. It's a miracle. Don't exaggerate. No, seriously. Working at a florist in a sorry shopping arcade, I figured I'd never meet a girl. It's been 6 months. And now the first new part-timer hired is you, Miss Inoue. I was really moved. I even trembled. I said you're making too much of it. How old are you, Ohashi? I'm 18. That's young. You meet lots of girls in college, don't you? College girls are so frivolous. You seem so composed and mature. I'd rather be with someone older. Huh? Did I just step on a mine? Hmm. Ohashi, this is the first time anyone's ever said I was composed. Miss Inoue, come with me. I'll show you how to price the items. Yes, ma'am. It still gets pretty cool in the evenings, doesn't it? Yeah. Ohashi, are you in a band? We still don't have all the members, but I started working at the florist because I happened to see an ad in a magazine. And the shop happened to be nearby, but it still gets pretty cool in the evenings, doesn't it? You just said that. When I was little, when I was young and innocent, I used to want to work in a flower shop or a bakery. I suddenly remembered that. Miss Inoue, can I take you home? You live about a 10-minute walk from here, right? If we ride double, we'll be there in no time. Thanks, but I have to do some shopping. But now I'm not interested in flowers, and I'm not happy with the pay. I guess I'm just working there to forget things. I'm sorry. I'm not the composed, mature person that you think I am. Will you have dinner with me sometime? Huh? The cold winds blow much more meaninglessly than last year. Incoherent thoughts drift in and out of my mind. Welcome home. Wow, how many boxed lunches did you buy? Looks like you're never gonna cook for yourself. Welcome home, Mako. Hi. How was your first day on the job? The other part-timer as well, he's a really good kid, but I don't think I'm gonna last there very long. You gotta try to like it. You can decide that if you really can't take it later. Yes, ma'am. Mako, you sleepy? Hmm. Well, take off then, okay? See you soon. Yikes. It started to rain. Hey, Kato, why are you just standing there? I guess you can't blame her. It's only been 2 months after all. Tanada. She looks like she's crying in her sleep. It was so unfair of you to die, jerk. And they're just standing in the rain. Hmm. Hey, Jito, you can close up for today. This is yeah. You can close up for today, huh? But it's not even 5. The pork buns were on sale at the supermarket. I got carried away and bought too many. Go and take some to Mako. Part 17. Spending a whole day doing nothing. I never knew how scary it could be. Round and round. No amount of thinking did any good. And so many what ifs assaulted me. What if I had just left him that day? What if I hadn't said anything that day? What if I hadn't quit my job? What if I'd never gone out with him to begin with? My empty old apartment is filled with so many what ifs. It's hard. Mako, pork buns. Bing bong bing, bing bong bing. Good evening. I'm Tabori, your host. It's the first time I've written a song. You cut your hair? You cut your hair? And now, coming in for the first time at number 16, here's Hitomi Hanamura with Insomnia, singing Forever Love with You by My Side. She's just watching the TV, listening to like a whole lot of nonsense, just so that she has absolutely no interest in. And then she took the TV and pretty much everything that's connected to it, like the gaming system, looks like a PlayStation, and just threw it out. Or threw it at the door, threw it at some wall or something. Mako? Oh boy. Oh, she cut herself on her face. Poor Mako. Are you crazy? What are you doing? I'm okay. Just leave me alone. Slap. And this dude just slapped her? Bro, what are you doing? I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Rip. I want to be alone today. Listen, Mako. Hurry up and pull yourself together, okay? I don't like seeing you like this. I first saw Mako when I was a freshman in college. I thought, there really is such a thing as love at first sight. I was jealous of Tanada because he was dating her. Actually, I wanted to steal her away from him. But Tanada's gone. And now I can't steal her away. It's like, I love like this whole... I'm not going to feel sad. Even if Tanada is dead, the rest of us have to go on living. Tanada, what should the rest of us do? Tell us, Tanada. I like how you can sort of tell a little bit about his character just from like a few like sentences, right? Like when he's like, hurry up and pull yourself together. I don't like seeing you like this. I'm like, get out of here, man. Like, Mako's grieving. Leave her, like, chill. You know, like such a like he's like clearly that's only something like a selfish person would say. I don't like seeing you like this. Come on, you gotta get over it. You gotta move on. Like, get out of here, man. Get out of here. And then when he's like, oh, I wanted to steal her Mako away from Tanada, but Tanada's dead now, so I can't steal her away. And he's like really sad about that. I'm like, this dude is scum, yo. That's some scummy stuff. That's how I feel about that. That's really scummy. You know? I don't like that. All right, let's continue. I'm getting off work early today, and You usually don't call me for no reason. Thing is, I'm in the middle of a sacred penalty game. Well, I'm sorry about the other day. Sure, I should have thrown paper. Mako, if you're free, why don't you come over for dinner? Actually, I've got someone coming over. Who? Tanada's dad. He's coming to pick up Tanada's things. Hmm. I'm sorry things were so hectic at the funeral. That was funny. There's a panel where you see Tanada's dad, and then a bird, like a crow, just like flies over him and like poos on his head. It's so random. It's so random. Like, what was the point of that? I hope you enjoy this. Oh, it's like cod roe. I guess it's like dried like fish or whatever. Oh, thank you very much. Would you like some? Oh, here, let me do that. But, haha, just leave it to me. I'm eating with Tanada's dad. It's strange. This is only the second time I've met him, but I feel strangely comfortable with him. So you do the cooking? Well, my wife's been a little depressed and not doing too well, you see. I've always been a workaholic. So up until a couple of months ago, I didn't even know where my teacup was kept. It may sound strange, but we've become more like a family. We were never really close as a family, and I was seldom at home. So when I saw Naro after such a long time, I was more surprised than sad. Oh, that guy. Before I knew it, he'd grown into a man. Of course, it's only natural. I'd have been more surprised if he'd grown up into a woman. Oh, I get it. He has an air about him that's just like Tanada. Ah, do you play the guitar, Mako? No. Oh, that's Naruo's. That's Naruo's. Haha, I remember now. When Naruo was a senior in high school, we had a big argument about his future. He insisted he was going to Tokyo to pursue music while working on the side. I had a complex about only getting as far as middle school, so I wanted him to go to college. Boy, we fought about it a lot. And when I finally got him pinned down, it was around dawn, I guess. Oh, he said, boy, we fought about it all night. And when I finally got him pinned down, it was around dawn, I guess. I said to him, if you graduate from college and still want to do music, then you can do what you want. However, if you're going to do it, you'd better not give up on it. I was pretty proud of myself for saving something so fatherly. But I guess he took me seriously. He's got this straightforward way about him, you see. I think you and Naro are alike. You may be right. We can only do one thing at a time. Our heads just work funny that way. Naro and me. Well, I should be in my way. What about Naruo's things? It doesn't look like this very much. Besides, I think they want to stay with you a little while longer. I'm sorry. Why are you apologizing? It's just that, if not for me, this might never have happened to Naruo. No, you're mistaken, Mako. Around the end of August, Naruo surprised us with a call. He was suddenly talking about returning to Fukuoka. Then, maybe about 5 days before the accident, he called again and told us to forget about what he said. He said it was because he'd found something precious in Tokyo. I just said, is that so? And hung up. I thought, he has sure gotten good with words. It was probably because of you, wasn't it, Mako? But listen, if you still feel like you're to blame, please don't forget about Noro. Perhaps your role in all this is to prove that he existed. I hope you'll come and visit us sometime to prove that Tanada existed. Okay, and she held his guitar. That's my role? The universe. I can feel the universe. And we continue. Miss Kotani, can I see you a minute? What is it, sir? Your nipple's showing. He asked me if I was interested in giving up my sales position next spring and moving to to the Sendai head office. I wonder if I can deal with a job with an office job and a long distance relationship. It could just be a roundabout way to get rid of me. True, I'm getting older. I can't be a sales clerk forever. The city is just overflowing with people, but I'll bet all of them have problems, big and small. I wonder how many of them can say they are sincerely happy. And me, well, I'm not happy, but I'm not unhappy, I guess. I wonder if it was even worth calling Kaito over to discuss this. Sorry to keep you waiting. Oh, gross. Help me. I'm your boyfriend, you know. Don't look like that. I ran all the way from my job interview. Oh, that's right. You're job hunting. How did it go? Anything promising? Sure. With my superlative speaking ability, it was explosive in a negative sense. I can't believe you're job hunting. Your rough edges really have really been smoothed out, haven't they? Of course, you've always been tubby. You were so opposed to working, and then all of a sudden, it's strange. When we lose something, I think we get an urge to find something else to fill the void. And I guess it's time for me to move forward. I can't just stand here doing nothing when that guy ignored the spotlight in his hurry to get to the other side. Of course, he didn't make it across. I mean, hey, are you gonna make it back this time? Oh, my lunch break will be over in 5 minutes. Uh-oh. Let's take another route. The light's long. I guess I can't take the moral high ground around Mako anymore. I can see that Kato is pushing himself too hard. But just like her, I can't say a thing. Wait, Kato, isn't this the long way around? Maybe. He kept after me to go out with him until I finally gave in and started dating him. At first, I didn't like him at all. Hey, Kato, are you really sure? Like I said, I'm not talking about the way we're going. Sometimes I wonder, what do I like about this dumpy, indecisive guy? Kato is always Kato. That's probably what it is. Just because you can't play in the band anymore doesn't mean that filling the void with a job is the right move. Do you really think the band can't go on without Tanada? Isn't there some other way? Sorry. As we go round in circles like this, I wonder if we aren't slowly losing ourselves. Oh yeah, by the way, why did you call me out here? Wasn't there something you wanted to tell me? But I still love you, Kato. This isn't what I wanted to say. What? I'm awfully sorry, but I've got to run. I'll call you when I'm done with work. That's all I can say now. I wonder what happiness is. Was Tanada a little bit closer to it? I don't understand girls at all, but it's probably love. I don't really understand. And then then he farts. That's funny. And Mako's calling him. Yo, Kato. Doo-doo. Hey, don't ignore me. What are you doing on a bicycle dressed like that? Yeah, well, why did Mako ask both of us here? I don't know. What are you doing on a bicycle dressed like that? Hey, sorry. Were you waiting long? A guitar? What? I repeat, please let me join your band. These guys are such idiots. Mako, let me ask you this. Why the band? I just feel like it. But you can't play the guitar, can you? Not at all. But I'm really serious about this. Listen, Mako, we expect a lot from our guitarist and vocalist, you know. Mako, You still want to do it? This is part 20, y'all. And you've already reserved the studio? What would you have done if we said no? I had faith in you too. Let's see. From the right overdrive chorus, delay equalizer, you can turn the switch on and off by stepping on the on the actuator. Well, you can learn about the different effects by trying them out. They're set where Tanada used them last, so you shouldn't have to change the dials. Um, hmm, and this is the amp. You can change the volume depending on the register. So go ahead and try out the different tones. Yes, sir. I should have brought my own bass from home. Kato, you're kind of wired, aren't you? Well, hey, isn't this fun? Let's see, master, bass, middle, tread. Yeah, it's kind of sad how at home I feel behind my drums. Absolutely. I wonder how we got so hooked on music. Mako, turn up the volume a little. Give us a good twang, will you? Mm. Oh, sorry, was that too loud? No, that's about normal. It was just for a second there. Nah, it was probably just a coincidence. But that amp setting was exactly the same as Tanada's. Well, anyway, let's just give it a try. And so, what do you think, Master? What do you think, Master Kato? How did it go today? Well, I think we better practice till we drop. Really? Really? I'm gonna puke. I'm gonna puke. What's the matter, Rip? Why the long face? You need more than a feeling to make a band a success. I'm just saying. Listen, don't tell me you still haven't gotten over Mako. But who else is there? Who can take over for Tanada? Bathroom, bathroom. Well, listen. Don't try to find the logic in what you like. You still want to go on beating your on the drums, right? Listen, Rip, let's do it. Okay. I didn't make it. She vomited on the floor. Oh boy. Hmm. Okay. I'm gonna do one more part and then I'm gonna end it here because like I don't know why, but I'm just getting like a little tired, which is probably why I switched from Kingdom to something else. You know? So yeah. So part 21 is gonna be where I stop. Going with the flow. I cast about I cast about for jobs at 20 companies, but there's still no sign of a nibble. I can only assume that God is telling me not to work. Hmm? Who's this creature that looks like a beetle larva? Is this me? If I were the interviewer, no way I would hire a guy like this. Hello? I'm hired? Did you get me mixed up with another Kato? The Kato who's fat and dry, dirty looking? Oh yeah, that's me. What? Why do I feel like I can't be really happy? What's with this indescribable, indistinct feeling? He hasn't been in school in a while. What's wrong with Kato? I guess he suddenly got the urge to play the bass. I don't want to grow up and be like him. Oh, it's been a long time, Kato. Hey, Lucy, how have you been? Who's that? Oh yeah, I remember you. You're Sabakawa, right? The name's Ayukawa. This is really a surprise. I thought you were one of those students who'd quit after 6 months. You want me to hit you? I'm not like that. I've even formed a band and we've played gigs. I guess when you're young, you can still change. Back there in the hallway, we were surrounded by kids. We didn't like crowds before. It's just that everybody's so crass. As soon as they heard our band was close to a CD debut, they started hanging around. Debut? We placed in this record company's new talent competition. We're in discussions with one of their reps right now. Hey, you're really something. What? Are you crying? This isn't anything to cry about. There's nothing great about this. Aren't you the one who told me to just do what I could? So that's what I did. That's all. Oh yeah, Kato, would you do me a favor? Sure. I'll do anything erotic. Yo, he's terrible. Hmm? Guitar music is so hard to read. Let's see. Middle finger on fourth string, second fret, and fourth finger on third string. I'll never learn this. Let me practice something a little easier. It suddenly got cold in November, so I took my space heater out of the closet. Tanada's diary. He's just like one Monday, went to work, came home, went to sleep. Tuesday, same as yesterday. Wednesday, ditto. Thursday, the same. He's just like me. Can't stick to anything. Now that I think about it, I'd forgotten how hot it was this summer. And now winter is coming, just like always. September 9th is a Thursday. I have a feeling I found my answer. I'll keep working on it tomorrow. Oh, that was the day. On the opposite page from the words he'd written when we were still in short sleeves were the lyrics of Solanin, as though he'd been trying to confirm some feeling. I had thought it was about I thought it was a song about lovers parting, but now I wonder if it was a song about parting with the person he'd been. I'll do my best too. I'm gonna master the guitar. A live concert. Someone for the recording company is coming to see our next live concert. I've been looking for a band to appear with. It wouldn't be cool to have one of the copycat bands from school, right? So how about you guys play with us? When is the concert? In a month. And Mako's practicing. Mako's practicing, y'all. All right. So far, it's looking really good. All right, so I'm gonna end it there, just because I'm getting a little tired and I don't want to like not pay attention. So I ended it in part. So the next time we start, it'll be part 22. All right, so I'll label both read-a-thons so y'all know what parts I've read, so that when you do watch the read-a-thon, you know where I started, where I stopped, just like the other ones, you know. I just didn't follow it unnecessarily where the last time I did it, so I'm gonna do it for both next time. But I would say so far what I've read, like there's some really interesting parts there and some really good stuff. I think again, Inu Asano is great at like Asano was great at like sort of pinpointing like those little statements that say a lot, right? That speak volumes about the people that say them. You know, like when what was the guy's name? The dude that like is clearly in love with Mako but can't do anything because like that'd be gross because it's a friend, like a friend, and they were best friends, and Tanada died. It'd just be no. That's just no. Right? And he had already pined for her like while he was alive and they were together. So it's like, dude, like stop being gross. But like little stuff like that is really, really, really well done. I also kind of like the fact that like she Mako, right, didn't have to it wasn't a big production for her joining the band or anything like that. It was just like it was very clear why she joined the band, amongst other things, and like to us readers, anyways. And I think even to those two, and there wasn't much to be said. It wasn't necessary, you know. Like it's like clearly like this is a band that Tanada started. Mako wants to continue to be close to Tanada. That's why she's playing his guitar. You know, she still wants to be connected to Tanada's dad. Like, yeah. So I really kind of like that. I will say that the first part, there were some really great points in the first part. First part was fantastic. The first part that I read, part one of the Solanin Read-A-Thon, that was really good. And the second part is cool too, but at least from what I've read. But I feel like the stuff that I read before was a bit better. There were some really cool metaphors with pictures and stuff. I did like some of the stuff, like I thought the stuff that with Tanada's death was handled really well. Because it was like, you know, we didn't necessarily know if he was gonna survive, but then we saw the pools of blood in the back of his head, and I was like, oh, he's probably dead. And the fact that he never came home, right? Like he's dead. Or, you know, it could have been, but I think that was also very ambiguous. It could have meant a lot of things. It could have meant that, Mako sold the apartment, and Tanada didn't come to their home, right? So it could have meant a lot of things. He could have still been alive, but I like the fact that it meant that like he died. He never got to come back and finish that message and tell Mako and say those all three words. You know what I mean? It was really good. It was really good. So I thought that was handled really well. I also feel like Mako is just a great character because you can really relate to her as she just tries to kind of figure things out. And the way that she was sort of like sort of working through that relationship. And that even though she might have been able to rationalize certain things, she was still clearly like devastated. And I thought that was great because like you can rationalize certain things, but those feelings like of like joy, devastation, whatever, like they don't just go away because you rationalize them out. Most of the time. So I thought that was really cool the way that they handled that. All right, so I'm gonna end part 2 of the Solanin Read-A-Thon here. All right, I am the Black Manga Critic. Shouts out to all you that came through. Shouts out to John Boy. Shouts out to John Boy, and shouts out to Sombra. All right. I'm a Black Manga Critic, y'all. Part 3 of the Solanin Read-A-Thon will start at part 22. So we don't have much left. All right. We don't have much left in this book. I think like once we get to I want to try to do 2 hours, but I don't have the energy. But I will say that like part 3 will probably be the end. Like I'll end it then. I'm like gonna make sure I have a ton of energy for it. We'll sit, I'll read. I'll pick a day. I'll pick a good day for it. I don't know. Maybe probably during spring break. I might just pick during spring break. I might just finish some of these things so I can read some new manga and take some suggestions because there are a couple of manga that I want to start reading. Like Paradise Kiss, Otoyome Gatari, I think it's called. I think it's Otoyome Gatari. That's what it's called. And like that's been suggested to me by Shuganma. Shouts out to Shuganma. So I'm gonna check that out. I'm also gonna start Paradise Kiss very soon, probably tomorrow. And then I am going to do the Kingdom Read-A-Thon tomorrow as well. That's gonna be Saturday. So that's gonna be awesome. That's gonna be like probably a 2-hour stream, maybe not a 3-hour stream because I gotta make sure I'm with my fiance and I'm making sure she's okay and everything like that. But that's probably gonna be a 2-hour stream. I don't know if I'm gonna do the Hunter x Hunter stream today. I'll see if people are doing all this One Piece stuff. Then then we'll see. But depending on what happens, we'll see. We'll see. Depending on like if I can read the chapters, if I want to do it, if Brago does it. Even though I know Braga's probably gonna be really focused on like this whole One Piece stuff, because that's what Brago does. So I get it. But I'll see if people are interested in doing a Hunter x Hunter stream at some point, either tomorrow or Sunday. I'm up for it. I'm up to set it up. All right. So I'm the Black Manga Critic. Shouts out to everybody that came through. Shouts out to people that are viewing this content, this video. Please comment if you feel like you want to comment on certain things. Maybe you feel like I missed something or whatever, or you thought something that if there was something that you particularly thought was great about Solanin or the parts that I read. Let me know. That way I can sort of have a sort of different viewpoint in terms of like what I'm reading and everything. All right. So I'm the Black Manga Critic. Shout out to everybody that came through once again. I'm out.